Harry left another message.
Pete, I really need that suit back. Dad's working on a new cure, but I don't know. Bring it back, please.
I wonder if Harry really needs the suit. I mean, if I keep it, the city's a better place. Everyone benefits. Everybody wins when Spider-Man's at his best, right?
Well, yeah, except your friend who dies.
I'm sure he'll figure out a different cure for Harry. It's Spider-Man! Making deals on my streets? Stop now!
Bonk. Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Back with some Spider-Man 2. So, I learned something. Something recently. And I feel like ranting a little bit. So if you would indulge me here at the beginning of this video, while we're running around doing okay, while we're running around just doing side shit.
Guess I should head to Harry's place soon.
So I remember way back when we first started this LP, and I looked at Mary Jane. I was like, something's really weird here.
The data I pulled from that base was right. This is a hunter blind. Maybe I can learn if there's another base nearby.
Just something was bugging me. I'm like, she doesn't look right.
Clever.
You know, I was like, I don't know, man. But my theory was, okay, they changed the. Excuse me. They changed the face. I don't know how to phrase this. They changed the face actor. You know, they changed who the model was based after. For oh shit. You know, they changed the model for Peter for the PS5 remaster of the first game, and for this one, okay, that's why Peter looks different. I'm with the people who think Peter looked cooler in the first game. I prefer it. I'm not sure, you know, with what people said was, you know, they're like, oh, well, this is just Insomniac trying to, oh, what did they say? That they're just trying to... We're trying to buy in on Tom Holland's look, because apparently the new Peter kind of looks like Tom Holland. I don't know about that. I mean, I've seen Tom Holland and stuff. You know, he's not one of those actors I've got just like,
More of you who hit the
you know,
reinforcements button.
I've just got memorized. But, okay, whatever. That's a theory that, you know, they did it to make him look like Tom Holland. But whatever. I think the official line was, oh, well, it was done so that, the facial animations match better with the new tech and Yuri's delivery. Okay, fine, whatever. And then, you know, I see that Mary Jane was different. And I was like, okay, so I guess maybe they changed the actor. The actress, whatever the proper term nowadays is, I don't know. So I thought, you know what? Maybe they changed the voice act, who the face model was. And if you allow me to kind of
Map of the Upper West Side.
move to,
How they afforded a place here.
what's the
Base at the abandoned hotel. Can I get some
what's the term?
unexpected room service?
I'm gonna kind of dance around a few different topics, but you know, I promise it'll all come back to Spider-Man in the end. So, you know, I'm sitting, I'm listening, I'm getting caught up in this whole
No need to book a room online, right?
I'm getting caught up in this whole thing with the localizers who are getting all pissed off that their jobs are apparently being replaced by AI, which I think is kind of funny. You kind of get what you you sort of get what you deserve when you piss off your audience and you know, don't give them, you don't essentially do what you're supposed to, i.e.
As a society need to have a collective reckoning with the notion of heroes. As I warned, a monster we were told was cured has returned to wreak havoc, and Spider-Man failed to protect us.
Didn't we get this in the last one?
Dr. Kurt Connors, the Lizard, rampages through our streets. The good doctor drags Spider-Man around town.
Sorry if you hear me rustling, I'm gonna eat some of my bread.
Heroism I've ever witnessed. Was it heroic to destroy priceless artifacts in the museum? Was it heroic to demolish city blocks, damaging infrastructure, and costing taxpayers
Yum.
millions?
Pumpkin bread.
What about the dozens of law enforcement officers injured trying to solve a problem Spider-Man created? Of course, he wasn't alone in this panoply of powerlessness. The hunters continue to run roughshod, unchecked and unheeded. The level of devastation brought upon the denizens of this fair city is too much to bear. We've had enough. When will our elected officials step up and do their jobs? We can't keep waiting. By then, it will be too late.
Okay, so, as I was saying, I mean, look, if you haven't seen the whole drama, it's something that's been, how to phrase it? This has been something that's been brewing for a long time with localizers messing with translations and just doing shitty jobs. Which, look, I've I kind of took it by a case-by-case basis for a while. You know, recently the two biggest situations, there we go, as of late with the whole thing was
Into the blinds, this base is their weapons depot. Not for long.
if anybody has seen the anime Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and watches anime like I do, i.e. watches dubs, the dub had a very interesting line. I think, what's the name of the character? Luoka or something? That was apparently at first denied by the voice actress, that because she's also a localizer as well as a voice actress. But it was denied by her that she wrote the line, and then kind of admitted she wrote the line while arguing with fans over New Year's. For some reason, that was the best use of her time. Whatever. But something about the line, it's like, oh, hey, you're, why do you change outfits or whatever? And it's like, oh, those patriarchal societal norms or whatever made people go, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that was not in the original translation. It wasn't. Essentially, the translation, if you're keeping the proper context, was, people keep telling me I should change. So I did. So, she's like, oh, she said it. She said, I kept the right context. I just made it more fitting for a Western audience. So, it's the whole, oh, well, we know what's okay and what you guys should be hearing or whatever, or what might offend people. Essentially, it's what might offend Twitter. Which I believe whatever offends Twitter is, it's it's all good with me.
I am closing in on him.
Trying to get him. That'll work. But yeah, so there was that whole situation. And then there was a situation with a manga I never read because, the premise just never kind of grabbed me. But I think it's called I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl. Essentially, I think one character likes doing cosmetics, and another friend let him apply the cosmetics to him, and it, awakens his feminine side, I think is...
Room's clear. Take out the rest of the base.
is kind of how it was explained. I don't know. It's not something that appeals to me. But the localizers took it as, oh, it's a story about trans people. It was not. It was not, and people tried to defend people like the voice actor for the character that I just mentioned, you know, with the whole patriarchy line. You know, we're like, oh, well, I know the localizer there. They did such a good job. They, you know, they were consulting with the trans community and this and that and blah 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 blah. Which, you know, I don't know. I'm not a part of a marginalized community, so I guess I can't say shit. But whenever I hear it's like, oh, well, they talked with the community, I'm like, well, how many people are in this community? Are you, again, you're just talking about the outspoken people on Twitter. I digress. It got really funny, though, when the creators of the manga went to the publishing house and said, yeah, this is not our story. You know, so, oh, well, they worked with an official translation, with a translation, because apparently through this whole drama, I have seen multiple localizers essentially say, some outright and some essentially saying, yeah, we don't speak Japanese, but we have, you know, they essentially do you know, do Google Translate, and then you know, they essentially just get things on Google Translate, and then, oh, you know, we, and then we just add the context. I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, I can do that. I mean, essentially all you're doing is just, all you're doing is just fixing syntax. Like I said, I mean, I could do that. But yeah, so like I said, the the writers of the manga then go to the publisher. What is it? Is it like Seven Ocean or something like that? But, you know, go to them and say, yeah, this is not our, you know, this was not our series. And the publisher then had to apologize and say, yeah, we'll fix it. And then they have now had to essentially go back and reprint the first volume of the manga with a proper translation. So, you know, it's one of those, well, maybe if you weren't pulling this shit, or at least when you got caught, go, yeah, we should change. You know, maybe that's why I don't really have sympathy for these people. I'm like, usually I'm like, oh, you're losing your job to automation. That sucks. Well, you kind of brought it upon yourselves, didn't you? So I guess I don't really feel bad for you. Also, you're kind of an asshole. So, okay. I think it's bullshit that both... Oh, that had to hurt.
Nice. Now take out the last one.
Someone's taking us out.
Boom! Now we just have to deal with the remaining hunters.
Okay, back to what I was doing. So, yeah, so that whole drama has been going on. I think it got really big as of late because, what is it? Asmongold apparently got involved. Because somebody showed him, you know, because I think he was watching a Rev Says Desu video and saw the Kobayashi Dragon maid scene and went, holy shit, because he's like, I didn't know it was that bad, you know, and then he's like, well, yeah, this shit's happening, of course people are just gonna go, fuck it, I'll just read bad syntaxed AI translations if you're gonna do this shit. So, you know, brought a whole lot of people in, and then a whole bunch of Japanese audiences. I've been seeing that and going, yeah, you guys, you're fucking wrong. You know? I don't know, the whole thing just... It really bugs me when people try and go, oh, you know, this is how you should feel about something. No, let me make that decision. Don't go, oh, well, we have to censor it just in case someone's offended. No. If you think you might be offended by it, don't buy it. That was my frustration. It's like when they said they wouldn't bring Dead or Alive Extreme 3 to the West, even though there's a perfectly good English translation. That still frustrated me, and I still haven't... Shit. I still haven't, imported a copy of that game, and I really kind of want to. That's beside the point. Well, actually, it kind of leads into the thing that I then started learning about because of this whole drama. So you know, while this whole drama is going on, I end up seeing that there's this drama over this game, Stellar Blade, I think is what it's called. It's going to be a PS5 exclusive coming out this year. I think it was at one point called Project Eve before it's before the name got changed. So, you know, it went through a name change, and, well, people were... Oh, you're... She moved right as I went for her.
Now we just have to deal with the remaining hunters.
Thank you, Genki. But yeah, apparently there's been issues over the main character's model for Stellar Blade. Mostly the fact that she's an extremely slim, hot Asian woman. And I think there's been a clip of some game journo from sometime last year who from some game journal from last year who's like, oh well, just watching how she moved around in the trailer and the shots they chose and the camera angles, it felt like something from the O2s. It felt really gross. And I'm sitting there and I looked at the bits he was talking about and I was like, well, okay, I didn't think it was that bad. You know what I mean? There were really no moments of oh god, who was the director of the Resident Evil movies? Oh my gosh, I know. Was it Paul W.S. Anderson? I believe that's who it was. Either way, it's a joke about the woman who plays the lead character in those movies. She's Paul W.S. Anderson's wife, so in all of his movies he has something, as people would call it, a look at my hot wife scene. But yeah, it never felt like, ooh, look at our super hot character.
No more hunters in this area, but the base isn't clear yet.
Heading over now.
Yeah, I mean, like, that was kind of my thing. I'm just like, nowhere in this this whole thing does it feel like they're going, you know, like they're like they're deliberately just going, ooh, here's a sexy character. No, I mean, she's hot. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm all for hot characters. Shit. Oh, whoa, whoa. Damn it. I was doing well.
Now we just have to deal with the remaining hunters.
Oh, you're kidding me. I get all that, but I gotta take all the enemies down again? And I stealthed them all. Very upset about that. This makes me upset. But yeah, so they're mad that this is a hot character. You know, the usual is like, oh, unrealistic character models and blah 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 blah.
Giving up the hunt.
And the developer came out and is like, hey, here's who our character model is based off of, because they did a full body scan of a Korean model. And by the way, super hot. This is a really funny thing of, you know, it's like people are going, ugh, unrealistic expectations. No, this is a real person. Oh, well, it's a model. They don't count as, well, she's a real person. I mean, why is it unrealistic? You can look like that. Yes, is it a, you know, is it a what's the term? You know, one of the high ends of female beauty? Sure, but it's obtainable. You know? You know, I hate doing the whole, you know, oh, well, you know, what about when, you know, Chris Evans takes his shirt off and... Wait, was Chris Evans? He was Thor, right? He didn't play... Who played Captain America? I don't fucking remember. You get what I'm saying, you know. I hate doing the whole, oh, well, you know, well, when this male character takes his shirt off, it's, oh, it's... That's okay, but when you have the hot woman character, then it's a problem. I hate doing that because, look, we all know the answer. It's really just
in this area, but the base isn't clear yet.
You know, it's kind of like the what offends people about Japanese culture. Well, you know, isn't it? Aren't you the people who say, "Oh, all cultures are the same, are equally good," or whatever? How dare you say something negative about a culture while you're saying something negative about Japanese culture by doing all this? Well, it's essentially it's okay when I do it because I'm the moral arbiter. You know, it's one of those sort of deals. But I'm getting way off, even more off point than I even meant to. But yeah, so essentially they showed off this character model, and it's like, oh, well, see, she's, you know, and people are like, oh, so she's a real person, isn't that funny? And you know, and I saw somebody going back and forth with somebody on this topic, and they're like, oh, you know, someone's like, yes, bring back hot women in video games again, and you know, this person's like, oh, well, you're saying that, you know, all women have to be a size 2, and he's like, no, I'm not saying that. You know, this goes back and forth, and I'm watching it, and I at one point see somebody post this kind of collage of women, you know, of who did the capture for the character and the character themselves. Oh wait, I forgot the funniest bit about that game journal who's like, oh yeah, this trailer looked so sexist. He said it's nothing like what they did with Forspoken. So, you know, just talking about Forspoken in a positive light is really fun. Is really funny to me.
Now we just have to deal with the remaining hunters.
Which, look, that game didn't work gameplay-wise. Yeah, there were. That game's problems were not the fact that it's, you know, that there were, like, weird things in the animations. That was a thing, but that wasn't the problem with the game. The problem was the writing, the fact that the main character was a giant bitch. yes, there were, like I said, weird like facial animations at times, but that's just because I think they just didn't know how to actually do the modeling for the character. There's a reason that Dev Studio shut down after that game. So, you know, not the best example of something, but what I thought was super funny. So I'm looking at these characters that they're trying to remember how to deal with these guys.
Eyes on target. Watch it win!
God damn it, I keep getting
Dig up more info about Kraven's family before they get here.
distracted. There we go.
They must run the whole base out of here. Another encrypted file.
Vladimir, what is it now? I could have come with you. You are not needed. I'm never needed, it seems. I think you did not want to be outclassed. That is exactly what I want. But by you, to disabuse you, father? To steal your children's birthright? The only right birth offers is the inevitable promise of death. You have us fighting over scraps. But I will take back what is ours. What is mine.
Vlad sounds
Yeah.
like a chip off the old block. Hope he takes the long way here.
I'll deal with him if he doesn't. Let's keep shutting these bases down.
Yeah, essentially, Kraven's here to find a glorious death in battle. Which I can respect. That's a cool story. That's a cool way to do his character. So yeah, so they show this collage of the motion capture actresses and the characters they play. And the first one is Laura Bailey and Aloy, which I think they definitely tried to make Aloy less attractive in the second game.
A 60-foot lizard? No? Because the city of New York just did. Seriously, it's just gone. And you want to know the spooky thing? 2 people went into that sewer, the lizard and Spider-Man, but only one came out. So what happened in there? What did Spider-Man do? Folks, look, I know I sound like he who must not be named.
JJ?
And believe me, I feel just as hinky about that as you do, but we trust Spider-Man to look out for us, to do it the right way. What if he starts doing it the wrong way? What then? I'm sorry to get dark, folks, but those are the times.
What then? Come and stop me. That's what then. But yeah, so the first one was Aloy and Laura Bailey, and you know, Laura Bailey, super hot. And then we...
Google Web Alert. New article from MJ. Wait, she published before I could read it?
And then we see, you know, a shot of Aloy from
Okay, robots. Where's your kill?
from the second game. And she is nowhere near as cute as she was in the first one. Like, Aloy was really cute in the first game. But, you know, they messed with her face in the second one. Again, Laura Bailey's face does not look the way that Aloy's did in... Oh my god. I can't remember the name of the sequel. It was Horizon Forbidden Wilds. Something like that. But yeah, Laura Bailey's face doesn't balloon out at her cheeks like with... Jesus Christ, I hate these things. Aloy looked like she was storing nuts in there for the winter. And then we see the actress for MJ, This is where we bring it all the way back to Spider-Man 30 minutes later. You know me, I love the rant. But then we see the actress for MJ, and Insomniac has confirmed this, same actress. Because other people have asked the question, why does MJ look so drastically different between the first and second games? Because in the first game, she's really cute. Like, she's that perfect girl next door sort of thing. She looks exactly like MJ should. You know, she's got that nice kind of ovular face. Her hair frames it just right. It's that nice shade of orange. It's exactly what you'd expect out of MJ. And then you see her in this game, and it looks like she's aged 20 years. You know, she's got those gaunt cheeks. They gave her these like massive cheekbones, so it kind of looks like her face is just now. It really has these hard lines that weren't there in the first one, and it's the same actress. You know, in the first game, yeah, I could see that they were the same person, but not this one. Again, it made me and other people ask the question, did they change the actress for this game, and why? It really makes you wonder, are they trying to make these female characters unattractive on purpose? I don't know.
What are you doing?
You're losing it, kid. Yeah, I don't know. Here's my rant. I think it's conspiratorial to say it's on purpose, but I think it's maybe subconscious.
How you feeling?
I need that suit back.
Pete. What do you remember about last night?
I just remember feeling tired.
Pete. You're not yourself. That suit is changing you.
This suit is the only reason I'm still alive.
Yeah, it's pretty great, isn't it?
Why don't you pop some more pills and say what you're really feeling?
Hey, don't.
I'm busting my ass out there trying to save you, and this is what I get?
I said don't.
I saw your story.
I tried to tell you about that.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you?
I can't lose this job,
Your
Pete.
job is to write the truth.
I did.
The truth is,
I mean, they're both right.
I'm the hero here, not you.
Not right now. I really like how they're showing Harry, and he's getting paler, and he's getting...
Oh. How was your visit with Harry?
Don't worry, Harry's gonna get better.
Thank you for being his friend. Watching you two grow up together. You're like a son to me. I am so proud of the man you've become.
Thanks, Mr. Osborn. I gotta run. Please.
Oh, is it affecting him more than I think it is?
Harry.
I'll explain my theory after the cutscene.
A lot of work to do. And as usual, looks like I gotta do it myself.
Okay, so...
Peter, where is Miles? He didn't come home last night, and he's not answering my calls. Hello? I'm at my office. Tell him to come see me. Now.
Why can't anyone take care of themselves? It's always up to me.
Can I No, I cannot. All right, so my theory, what I said by it's changing him. I'm trying to think how I want to phrase this. I think that what we're seeing is I'm sorry, I'm trying to think how to phrase this. We're seeing Harry, what I thought was just him desperate to get back, you know, how he kind of, how to phrase this, how he was desperate, how we saw him.
One thing New Yorkers hate, it's obstruction of traffic. And right now, due to certain webheads, I'm being forced to podcast from my car because they thought it would be hilarious to cave in the Queensboro Tunnel in a skirmish with the hunters. But
You know, JJ, you have got great mic quality
about the thousands of commuters
for being in your car.
Imagine life without a care for anyone else in the world. No sympathy, no regard.
Clear the whole
Hey, idiot, knock it off! You think I'd be sitting here if I could move? Why don't you get out and
I love 'em.
traffic then? Better yet, go dig out the tunnel. Where was I? Oh, it's compassion, they lack. In times like these, we're called upon to be better, set an example, and be the change we want to see in the world. I'm moving! I am moving! You degenerate!
God damn, whoever did, God damn it, whoever did JJ for this game fucking crushed it, man. But no, what I was thinking was just Harry, you know, having that moment of, I had, you know, I essentially, I had my, you know, my, what's the way to phrase it? You know, I had my ability to walk back. I was able to be normal. You know, hell, even be a superhero with Peter. Like, how cool is that? And then almost loses it immediately. You know, I'm like, that. I can totally see where that would, you know, kind of bum somebody out. How that would. I can't do the freaking parries. I see the thing, I know I need to parry, but I try and dodge instead. But yeah, so what I thought was just kind of normal, not jealousy, but normal just kind of feeling of I had it and I lost it. What I think it is now, he wants to be reconnected with the suit. Not because it'll heal him, because... well, it's because the suit, it's the way the suit makes you feel. The longer you're connected to the suits, the more you're kind of drawn to it, you know. That's my thing. Yes, he's deteriorating and that's not helping, but I think he's feeling the whole, I'm not connected to the suit, I don't feel whole. You know, it's kind of like how Pete right now is starting to become so dependent on the suit. It goes beyond just, oh, well, it's got cool powers, and it makes me, you know, and it makes me stronger. No, it goes beyond that. It's...
You're not getting out of this! That went faster than I expected.
But yeah, I mean, that's my theory, is that he wants to be reconnected with the suit. And when he gets reconnected, it's not everybody, you know, Pete's gonna, oh, he's gonna go back to normal and we're all gonna be friends again. It's gonna make him, because now the suit's gonna be pissed it's not connected to Peter. And Harry, then mixed on top of Harry's negative feelings and everything, I think it's gonna be a powder keg.
She went in without me. I'm going after her. No. They're still breathing. But I don't know if the flame is gonna be so lucky. Not after you
All
see
right.
how dangerous he is. We have no idea what their Crimson Hour doomsday event is, and she just runs in.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. How do you know they're still breathing?
This wasn't a part of the prophecy.
Trust the flame and keep watching. She...
I see you, Skin Man! He's up there! Spider-Man, jump ahead! Get him down!
Take these guys out before they alert the others. That's not a good rumble. Just need to get to her.
When is it ever a good rumble?
Anyone hear me? Anyone?
Gotcha.
That's a map of Brooklyn. Is that where the Crimson Hour is supposed to happen?
You know, I just noticed that. I was like, oh, look at all that cocaine, and then I realized that's, never mind, it's plastic explosives.
What's Oscorp got to do with all of this? A warehouse, scrapyard, parking lot, library? What's the connection?
My embers. I've heard some concern amongst you recently concerning our losses at the clinic. My concern is that you thought of them as losses at all. Those embers who fell revealed themselves to be unworthy. And though we miss them, we have only grown stronger without them. So, when little Miss Yuri and the Fool's Beacon come to visit us,
I'm gonna guess that's me.
show them how worthy we are. Trust the flame, for everything burns.
is this guy?
Please be Cletus Cassidy.
The Book of Flame. They want the world to burn, so they can live in what's left.
Do those look like symbiotes to anyone else?
No!
What now?
I want this cleared as soon as possible.
What happened to the roof?
Clear that rubble now! Now!
Yuri's behind that rubble. I take out these cultists, I can get to her. And the flame. Wait. They're making explosives here. They're not waiting for the Crimson Hour. They want to cause it.
No shit.
Coming closer.
Have you checked the rest of the building?
Uh-huh.
Testing the flame.
You said she was alone.
It was hard to tell in all of the smoke.
Alone.
You think we won't find you, Spider-Man?
I mean, you will eventually, once I kick your asses, but that's beside the point.
There's a spider above us!
Oh, found me.
Beacon, or did you get left behind?
Thought he was safe.
Don't you know? Only squares show up to parties on time.
It was foolish coming here!
Where's this Crimson Hour? Is Brooklyn the target?
Brooklyn's just the beginning!
What do you people want?
Bonk.
Feel this!
Now to clear the rubble.
Who said anything about Oscorp?
Yeah, the red hair, it's gotta be Cletus.
The fool's beacon himself, as I prophesied. No!
I knew you had it in you, Yuri.
There. That'll keep pressure on it until I can...
Nope, don't hit me. Don't hit me. I'm drinking coffee.
You're gonna have to go through me!
Then you're about to swallow a lot of blood!
You're going to have to kill him, Yuri!
I'm the only one who thinks it's weird that she went from
Just like
being so friendly with us in the first game to this in this one.
The flame needs to die, Spider-Man! The longer he lives, the more people will get hurt!
There are other ways to stop him! Less traumatic ways! This path you're on never ends well, Yuri. Trust me!
Trust you? What about you trusting me?
Well, I mean, I'm fine with that, but you did just stab a guy.
You should have understood.
As I was about to say, you just stabbed a man in front of me, so...
You're gonna have to go through me!
Then you're about to swallow a lot of blood!
you're going to have to kill him, Yuri! My prophecy says he'll never stop! Just like you!
I'll finish you when I'm done! The flame needs to die, Spider-Man! The longer he lives, the more people will get hurt!
I don't know. As I was saying, I think my biggest problem with just the way they've done Yuri in this game,
This path you're on never ends.
I just would have loved to see her become the Wraith and this character.
Trust you?
more than we have.
You trusting me?
Well, I mean, I also want to ask, why are you a Mortal Kombat character? Because that's what you look like.
If you want the flame, you're gonna have to go through me!
Then you're about to swallow a lot of blood!
You're going to have to kill him, Harry.
I'll finish you when I'm done! The flame needs to die, Spider-Man! The longer he lives, the more people will get hurt!
God damn. I'm having trouble timing her attacks. See, but I was holding L1. What? Doesn't that mean I get the parry? Am I just totally misunderstanding how the parries work? I'm totally just misunderstanding how these parries work. It's bonkin' time.
Man, the longer he lives, the more people will get hurt!
There are other ways to stop him! Less traumatic ways! What about the Crimson Hour? We still need to learn more about it!
Is anyone gonna ask how she stands toe-to-toe with Spider-Man so well? I guess maybe he's really pulling his punches because she's a friend.
You weren't there the last time he escaped! You didn't find the bodies! You didn't see his face!
No, I can't even imagine! But that still doesn't make this right!
I am not.
You know what I mean? But I mean,
I can't!
Well, that's too bad, Yuri.
she's like a daredevil, but without the actual, like, super hearing.
Like I want to free him!
No! You just want to go halfway!
We don't have to do this! Congratulations. You get to live out the rest of your life behind bars.
And I owe it all to you.
Okay, that was cool.
That's beautiful.
It's not wrong.
I'm only gonna enjoy this a little bit!
Get out of my way!
You know I can't do that! I'm trying to do the right thing!
As if you have any idea what that means! You hope and try! I act!
And you're never wrong! I'm not the enemy!
I think she disagrees with you there, buddy.
Open your eyes!
What kind of hurts now that you blinded me.
You care more about being good than doing good. You always have.
You used to believe we could do both.
Yeah. Then I grew up.
You mean in the, like, 6 months between this game and the last?
Died under your watch. I doubt that.
Oh, the whole, yeah, then I grew up. You were an adult when we met.
Get out of my way.
So this whole game, because what, I mean, because when the first game happened, Peter had what, been Spider-Man for about 2 years and had already had like had this connection with Yuri. So they already had, you know, like they'd already
Get out of my way.
met and, you know.
I'm trying to do the right.
Why did I tear that down? That did not help at all.
You hope and try. I act.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, but that and then I grew up line is really kind of dumb in my opinion.
Open your eyes.
Like if they'd known each other since childhood, that would make way more sense.
Everything's blurry.
And it wasn't even like she was just a civilian. She was a cop. Like a high-ranking one. How did she... She had to have seen some shit.
You used to believe we could do both. You talk like I've never saved anyone.
Oh, and nobody's died under your watch? I doubt that. You're the one who wanted to wait to come here. If we had followed your plan, the flame would have escaped by now.
Bonk.
I know you're better than this.
You're a fool.
God, stop doing that.
And you're not the authority on justice.
I debate that you aren't either.
You're just a man in a costume.
And you're a woman in a costume. See? I've got comebacks for everything you're gonna throw out at me, Yuri.
How many times have you messed up? Too many.
I've never said I was perfect.
Then stop acting like it and let's kill him.
Okay. There's a pretty big leap from stop acting like you're perfect and let's go commit a murder.
Yuri.
Didn't look like that window broke as I jumped through it. Didn't look right.
You okay?
You need to figure out your priorities. Because I'd rather lose sleep over the one person I killed than all the ones I didn't save.
Why have her take off her mask there? Why?
I know my priorities. I am not going to let the flame hurt anyone else. I'll find you somehow.
Who are you yelling that to? It's daytime now. You're not standing in the same place that you were before. That's a very odd thing to just start yelling in the middle of the road. Either way, my dudes, I think this is a good place to call it quits for today. Thank you so much for watching. Social media down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, guys, I'm out.
Spider-Man was seen straight up terrorizing a neighborhood in Queens. A witness on site reports he moved like something out of a nightmare. The listeners are bad, no joke. But a possessed Spider-Man? That's nuclear no good. And worse, the other Spider-Man, nowhere to be found. The comments are open, folks. Let us know what you know. Any sightings of the younger Spider-Man, let me have him. He's gotta be okay.